Hello, and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Still got the screen behind, and I tell you what, it's so freaky. But tonight I'm going to be reviewing. There we go. I'm looking up there trying to do it a different way. Tetleys Golden Ale. Now, obviously, most people know Tetleys because of the tea. Obviously, this is a different brand, I presume. The last time I seen Tetleys was when they brought out an extra smooth. Back in the day when John Smith's had extra smooth out, and it was a decent pint. So, this fella, it says it's oaky and first fettling, whatever that means, with a smidge of citrus, brewed the Tetleys way with English barley malt, an intriguing array of hops, and Tetleys original yeast. Now, I'm not looking at the screen because it sends me wapping. And so, I'll keep looking at that and hopefully it will turn out okay. I do apologise for my voice. I don't know if it sounds gay or not, but I don't like the sound of it. And I'm sure it doesn't sound that bad, otherwise my work colleague would take the pee out of me at work. So anyway, nice golden amber colour, masses of carbonation and lacing, good white head. Faint hops and citrus on the nose. And tonight it's the footy. I've just had an hour in the hot tub. I'm well chilled. In fact, I'm absolutely sweltering. Bloody hell. It was 37 in the hot tub and it's about 24 outside. And I haven't been in the hot tub and it's been that hot outside. And you come out like you've been half cooked. I feel like a chicken. Now chickens feel now when they've been put in a pan. Yeah. Great carbonation. So Liverpool and Tottenham tonight. It's I do feel sorry for the Liverpool fans that were on that bus to Madrid, and the toilet broke, and it said, "Oh, I'm only going by what's on the news, so whether it's true or not, that's another thing." But it said there was piss and shit over 80% of the bags. You can imagine you're there, and you're getting your luggage off, and it stinks of piss and shit. I mean, that is a terrible way to start off your the Liverpool trip. I feel sorry for them blokes. It's not really funny, but well, it is. But it's just how it is. But can you imagine? Hey, you'd be fuming. With any luck, that have had plenty of beers and they wouldn't smell all the piss on the luggage. But oh my god, it wouldn't go down well. You'd pray that you've got a waterproof luggage. I mean, your suitcase might smell a bit, but your clothes are safe. You pray that it's like that. And that bus owner, he's going to get some stick at some stage, isn't he? So, yeah, last time I had Tetleys, it was extra smooth. Very similar to the John Smith's extra smooth that we have today. And then it got took off Sainsbury's shelves about 2013, 2014, never to return. Sadly, and it was a really good seller because you used to get like 8 cans for something like a £5. It was good. It was much cheaper than the likes of John Smith's, but Tesco's had Sainsbury's had that type of thing where they take off stuff that's cheaper, so you pay more. And obviously there's a profit. There's obviously politics behind it all. When something's selling good, why would you take it off your shelves? Unless you're making no profit. And then I suppose you can see why. So I remember last year, Tetleys brought out, I think there was 2 new beers in their range that they brought out. This, the Golden Ale that I'm drinking now, and there was another one. I can vaguely remember it. I've not seen either until I went to Asda the other day. And there it is, Tetleys Golden Ale. So first time drinking, and as you know, first time drinking, you're not sure what to expect. They did a pretty smooth ale, but going into craft ales, it's a different market. Today, there's so many people doing craft beers. It's not the easiest market to get into, I would love to have the money to set up my own brewery, craft brewery, because I know what I like. But then again, I'd probably rob off the likes of Broadside, King Goblin, and all my favourites. But you know, hey, that's how you go into it. And I'd love a butterscotch beer, but one day somebody will make a decent butterscotch beer. So this to me is more of a session beer. Um, there is hops, very faint hops and citrus on the nose, and it's very faint on the taste as well. Uh, Definitely something that's more, you know, that you drink in a pub rather than you take home. Very palatable, but session, you know, it's not something that's going to, you know, if you're going to rate it yourself, you're not going to give it a 5 out of 5, unless you prefer, you know, we're not all, I suppose not everybody wants all these wacky varieties. And as long as it tastes good. Last night I had a bottle of Bateman's Mocha, and I am a Bateman's Mocha fan. And last night I drank this bottle, and my taste buds have been off recently. I've had a cold and God knows what, but there was something wrong with the taste. It's the first time that I've tasted a beer, one of my top 10 beers, and it's been absolutely, it didn't taste good at all. So to me, the brewing process has let it down massively. Whereas this, at least it's palatable, you know. I'm not going in, it's one of them where you're not going in, you're not saying, oh, this is going to be a top end beer or a low end beer, you know. I mean, sometimes you like that, but I'm liking this, it's not bad at all. But nothing outstanding in the flavour. It's very as is. There's hops and citrus in there, and that's all, you know. There's not, it's a taste of grass. It's nice, but it's nothing overly special. So, Liverpool versus Tottenham tonight. And don't get me wrong, is this screen catching up or what? Don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of English teams in Europe. But I think that the semi-finals were the final, because Liverpool beating Barcelona was an amazing match. You know, to come from 3-0 down and beat the best team in the world 4-3 is amazing. You know, and you see their faces. And that last free kick, where he did what Barcelona does to every other team, where they do a cheeky, you know, and it was a cheeky free kick. It caught Barcelona off guard. They were totally stunned. And that's the sort of goal that Barcelona do to everybody else. And, you know, you're looking, if Messi's looking at that, he's thinking, bloody hell, we've been at Barcelona's. And then our Tottenham versus Ajax. Ajax are a frighteningly good team. They were just extremely unlucky to lose to Arsenal. And Arsenal without Harry Kane. And then Liverpool without, what's his face? What's his bloody name? I can't think of his name now. Salah. And who's the other one? Firmino. So if they're all back tonight, and let's hope they play as they did in the semi-finals, because as a football fan, you know, I'm a beer fan, but I'm a football fan. As a football fan, you want to see the best match possible, and see both teams playing, you know, world-class football. You know, showcase the fact that England has got the best teams in the world. We've got the 4 best teams in Europe, with, you know, and then you've also got Manchester City to even get to the finals. You know, fantastic time for British teams. I remember a few years ago when we had the last 4 in the semi-finals. That was wacky as well. I think it was the last 4 in the Champions League. And now we know that one of these teams is also going to go on to win the Super League, and one of these teams is in the World Champions Cup for club teams. So we know that we've got an entrance in there. So fantastic for English football. Brilliant. Hey, stuff Brexit. So what can you say? Yeah, it's very sessionable. I won't go any further than that. It's a nice beer, worth tasting. You know, we all have our own views on beers. Me, I like taste. I also like beers that, you know, that you don't normally, you know, just have someone comment or something. it's dead wacky doing beers on reviews on stream. I'm used to doing it on my phones, and YouTube turned off you weren't allowed to do it on your phone anymore. Yet my phone gave off a better review than this webcam in front of me, and I didn't have to look at myself on a big screen either, which is totally weird. And they don't seem in sync either, which is also weird. But anyway, where was I? Yeah. Sometimes you get a beer which totally throws you. You're like, wow, where did this come from? And this beer, to me, it's good. It's nice. It's run of the mill, but it's a very nice session beer. You go to a pub and you're given this, and you don't know what it is. You drink it, and you have 2 or 3 pints of this. Quite nice. You're not going to get drunk on it. What is it? 4.3, 4.4%? Or is it 4%? I swear my eyes are getting worse. 4%. So it's standard alcohol levels. But yeah, it's okay. So, out of 5, I'm actually going to rate it a decent rate. I thought it was about a 4.0 out of 5. I gave John Smith's a long time ago my first review. I'm now over 600 reviews. That is so strange, and I'm near the year. Just go show you how much beer you drink in a year. And there's a lot of stuff I don't review that I drink, but you've got our hobby. Yeah, it was decent. Happy about that. Well worth trying, and hopefully I can add the other one to the list sometime soon. As I go to I also like theme parks. So as I go to theme parks around the country, I'm going to Flamingo Land tomorrow, and sadly the other day, Flamingo Land's in North Yorkshire. If you didn't know, sadly on the Lightwater Valley theme park, no less than 20 miles away from Flamingo Land, a little boy was on a ride. Somehow he came loose of what was holding him in. He stood up, 6-year-old, and he's gone over, and as he's spinning round, hanging off the back of the ride, and he's gone to the ground. At first, they didn't think he was life-threatening, and then it seems that yesterday he was in a critical condition, but stable. So pray to God he, sorts that out. But puts the fear of God in you. I mean, I'm a theme park person who's been to theme parks for 30, 40 years. And even me, tomorrow I'll be watching, making sure the restraints on my boy are solid. You don't want that happening. None of us do. Thanks for watching. See you soon. It's going to take me about 10 minutes to turn it off now, so I don't know where the end stream is. There we go. Cheers.